try and look for the perpetrators and deal directly with them, and that the two groups are peace-loving groups, and that they are not involved in this class in any way at all.
And listening to them, do they intend to assist the police in clamping down on this, what has become a recurrent clash in the area almost every year? Do they have any plans like that?
Well, I would want to believe so, because it's not just the Dangoba group that has gathered for this press conference. There's other groups as well. Well, started saying that it's about, they have about 16 tribes gathered now, including some concubines. And he's also saying that even their overlord is half Dagomba and half Kokumba. So, well, anything the police want, they are ready to assist the police to get to the bottom of this matter. But for now, they just want the media to go back and say to the world that the fight has nothing to do between the Dagobas and the Kokumbas.
What is the atmosphere at Old Fadama currently?
Well, currently business has returned to normal. You could see the traders going about their normal duty compared to yesterday, where the military took over the place. They asked the traders to go back because they cannot do business today. Today, business is back to normal. People are going about moving free, even though there's heavy security presence. People are going about doing their activities without any interference.
Armstrong Goldalogbe joined us from Old Fadama with details from that press conference by the Dagomba Youth Association on the recent clashes in the area. I'll bring you more developments as in when we get them. We've got more stories for you right here. Do stay with us.
Away, away from the noise.
Wake up to the sweet sound of worship as the servant of God ushers us into his throne of grace.
Don't stay focused on what happened yesterday. God is saying something better is coming.
For when challenges strike, the Lord is our refuge. Therefore, let's start our day by seeking him first and committing our all into his hands.
When we carry around bitterness, unforgiveness, guilty, angry at our neighbor, you may not realize it, but that's stinking up your life.
Join Joel Austin 5 to 5:30 a.m. from Monday to Friday and let the word put a bounce in your step.
I'll never be the same. Never, never, never. I'll never be the same. In Jesus' name. God bless you.
It is often said that women don't like sports. Well, there is some truth to that. But it doesn't stop women from cheering and jeering when players are on the field. My name is Nana Banamwa, and I bring you cheers with a bevy of articulate, beautiful, intelligent, and very entertaining ladies. We'll be talking through all the sports, from the most beautiful goal to the best player and the worst player. It is all on Cheers on this channel every Saturday morning.
Cheers is brought to you by Style Up, by Gandor Cosmetics, Lifestyle Gallery,
Fifi Beauty Center, and Yum Vita, a delicious way to grow.
You're welcome back. Let me take you back to issues relating to the opposition NDC, and we heard of a meeting between former President Mahama and top officials of that party, where the former president accepted blame for the party's defeat. Well, pro-NDC group Action Movements appears to toe the same line of thought of the former president. The group at a news conference yesterday accused the former president of causing the defeat of the NDC in the 2016 elections. The spokesperson for the group, Kofi Homenya, said the former president became unpopular because of what they describe as his weak leadership style.
This is the second time the pro-NDC group is lining up accusations against party members in an attempt to diagnose what caused the party's defeat. This time, the group has pointed its accusing fingers at the former president for being the cause of the defeat. The group believes the maladministration that characterized the Mahama-led administration made the NDC unpopular among the electorates. Spokesperson of the Action Movement, Kofi Hamenya, described the president's leadership as weak.
Upon several complaints to the Chief of Staff, to the Presidency, to the party chairman, and to the regional former minister and regional campaign coordinator, Sylvester Mensah, nothing was done about it. This shows how weak GM and his leadership was.
He also explained that a shared disrespect for party elders and grassroots supporters by some appointees was enough to cause the electoral defeat.
Since 2014, the NDC power has been for only few top members of the party. Sandogbe, Dr. Upuni, Kofi Adams, Felix Kwachi, Dr. Omani Buama, and many others. We don't need them anymore because they are not helping our grassroots. If these people remain in our party and behave the way they are doing, there is no way we would think about 2020. Our final advice to our party is an early Congress.
The group, however, applauded the minority caucus for paying a courtesy call on the founder of the party to brainstorm on the way forward for the party. The group also called for an early Congress and pledged to support whoever Congress chooses in order to regain power in 2020.
And so a video of that interaction between the former Mahama and top officials of the NDC on his YouTube channel had the president chiding the media. This wouldn't be the first time the former president is talking about the Ghanaian media, accusing the media of bias. In the lead up to the elections, he accused the media of forming a cabal against him. For him, the media's posturing is a sign of deviousness.
Why is the media so anxious to give us so much airtime today? Before the elections, they didn't come chasing you to ask you what you think. All the airtime was going to our opponents. Then all of a sudden now, you know, as much airtime, the prime time morning shows, they are looking for NDC people and saying, oh, what's your comment about what's happening in your party? And it's about the NDC today. Why should it be about the NDC? The Democrats lost. Who is talking about the Democrats in America? It's about Trump and the new administration. They're collecting the people's taxes. They should be, you know, what is the focus of media attention? Why is the NDC the focus of media attention at this time? It just shows that there is a certain deviousness to try and make this about the NDC and not about who is in government and how they are fulfilling their promises. And unfortunately, we're falling into the trap. We're all lining up, you know, to be interviewed. And the point is, you might say something harmless, but all they're looking for is one word. And once they pick it, they take it, put their own interpretation to it. By the time you come back and say, I didn't say this, and now people are running and say, I didn't say this, I didn't say this. But you created the opportunity in the first place.
And so that was the interaction. We can now watch where the former president admitted to causing the defeat of the NDC in the 2016 elections.
Developments that are taking place. We've set up a committee that is supposed to go around and analyze the reasons for our loss. People are not taking advantage of the committee. They're going on air and saying this person was the cause of our loss, that person was the cause of our loss. But I've said our loss, the cause of our loss is multifaceted. And we need to do a careful analysis of it, get the report, and be able to break down exactly what resulted in our loss. Of course, as the general who led us into battle, I take ultimate responsibility for our losing the election. And so if it will satisfy those people, blame me for the loss. Yes, we lost. We should have done some things better. But let's use this opportunity as a learning opportunity to be able to make sure that we don't make the same mistakes that we did in 2016. I believe for people talking about leadership and presidency, it's absolutely premature. If you ride a lame horse into a race and you lose the race, your priority must be to cure the lameness of the horse and not about who will ride the horse again. You have to cure the horse and make sure it's no longer lame. And once you have a fit, healthy horse, it will throw up who the jockey should be. And so absolutely, I believe that the issue of leadership is based on the dynamic of the time. If we do our work well, we do good branch reorganization, bring it to the constituency level, to the regional level, and have a strong, healthy party, the dynamic of the time will determine who should lead the party. And I am saying that whoever leads the party, I'm a committed member, I'll support that person to the hilt.
Former President John Mahama there. In the coming days, we'll get to see the development in the NDC. Those who will come up to contest and whether even he will contest as flag bearer of the party. You're watching Newsroom. My name is Abina Owusu-Nyamiche. Do stay with us.
God's Family Music Ministries presents Thanksgiving 2017. Date, Easter Sunday, 16th April 2017. Venue, Takade Jubilee Grounds. Time, 4 p.m. sharp. Till God says it's enough. Rate, it's free. Guest artist, the Imela Man, Nathaniel Bassi from Nigeria. From Ghana, Joe Metal, Pastor Joe Beecham, Koda, SP Kofi Sarpong, Lloyd Bonzi, Ernestina Coney, Pastor Jifa, Worship in Motion. Sponsors, media partners. Thanksgiving 2017 is powered by Praise TV.
Baby biara wo bia no ye fa no agro keteke 1500 Ghana cedis no ni a chedie ni na ensembisa no so ka ho ye de bro baby biara wo bia me fa cho wo kuma se ana ebri ensawam ana se hefa kra na wo Cape Coast me pa cho agro na ene ye de ba be hye so wo ba bia wo no me da Western Union money transfer, MTN mobile money, Beige Capital, Joy Jadibitis, me da woni na ase me pato mia me di dwumadie wo chia me no me din di baby da pa hwemanim na baby a wo bia no wo ji wo di a hia me na ye ndi agro no agro.
Two guests, one host, forming a panel of 3 lawyers. Each week, discussing relevant legal topics.
As soon as the court grants the adoption order, that child is no longer the child of the natural parent.
There isn't a single text in our law books which would come close to forcing a kid in his mature age to take care of his parents.
The gossips. Yes. You've heard it's baseless. You move on from house to house discussing it. They can sue you for defamation.
If you go to office and you don't work, when is the end of the month? Feel shy. Don't go to the bank, please.
Some people actually sign prenups at the wedding ceremony. Actually, they sign it first and then they sign the certificate. What is this?
Law Express. Be empowered.
This is High School Click, Ghana's #1 television high school show.
Right here on your screens.
This is Aja Noella, your very own.
Hola.
Keep watching High School Click.
Telling me this and telling me that. You say once you take me with
Lifestyle. Keep watching High School Click. Catch us same time, same place.
Hello there, and you're most welcome to television's best experience.
Welcome to your life. There's no turning back.
This is beautiful.
Even while we sleep.
I really want you to come go with me on this exciting journey.
Say how they come, that far. When they say how they go, that far.
This is the beast. This is the Rolls Royce Phantom.
When they see me out of town, when they see me for my food,
It's fun, it's insightful, it's exclusive. This is Revealed. My name is Bolare, and this is my show.
Catch Revealed this and every Sunday at 7:30 p.m. with a repeat on Tuesday at 11 a.m. Revealed with Baller Ray, proudly brought to you by Bel Air Rare Lux, Legend Group, and Unibank, caring for you.
Golo. These students are stubborn, but what can you do?
This guy is I was ready before you saw me. Me, I walk around ready. I will sharpen her left, right, center. So ready there, what is ready?
You know, maybe you need to. If you don't give me this to make a worse, what will come?
Too far go too far. Any hand meeting.
David, don't look. What is the meaning of what is this?
You didn't make them bow low. Your body, yo. Everyone download. You didn't make them bow low. Your body, yo.
College Diary.
You're welcome back. Now, the 8 members alleged to have the members of the Delta Force Vigilante group who allegedly aided the escape of 13 members of that group back at the Kumasi High Court for bail yesterday.
According to their lawyer, Matthew Appiah, the 8 suspects were not part of the Delta Force group that attacked the court last week Thursday. He further noted that the police have arrested the wrong people and thus needs to seek their freedom at the Kumasi High Court after the first failed attempt at the Kumasi Circuit Court 4.
We put all these facts before the judge, but the judge disagreed with us. And that's why there's hierarchy of the courts. We went to the High Court, and the High Court saw that indeed, if the accused persons are granted bail, they will honor the invitation, they will honor the bail, and then they will come on stand trial. And that is what has been done today. And we are vindicated because we knew from the scratch that there was no need to remand the accused persons. If you look at the facts of that case, it is obvious that there was no need, because those are innocent people. They were not arrested on the presence or the vicinity of the court after the incident occurred at the circuit court. Then the police could not arrest anybody. These are innocent people who were standing somewhere, and the police just saw them and thought that these were the people who came to aid the escape of the 13 accused persons.
And so we are going to Kumasi now to speak to Isaac Bediakon, as correspondent. Isaac, is it the 13 back at the circuit court?
Members of the Delta Force that are suspected to have aided the escape of 13 members of the Delta Force that were sentenced into remand by the KMA Circuit Court. And so, according to the lead counsel for the 8 members of the Delta Force, that is lawyer Matthew Appiah, his clients were not part of the group that attacked the Kumasi KMA court last week. And so, he's surprised why the police have arrested them and put them behind bars. So, currently, he's at the Kumasi High Court seeking bail for them. He has justified why the court should grant them bail. And as I speak with you now, Justice Francis Obri-Yabua, the judge sitting on the application filed by the lawyers for the 8 members of the Delta Force, is yet to come with his ruling. So as I speak with you now, he hasn't yet decided the fate of the 8 members of the Delta Force who were arrested for allegedly aiding the escape of 13 members of the same group at the Kumasi KMA Circuit Court. And so the 13 will be taken to the Kumasi KMA Court all today? The 13 have already been granted bail yesterday. So it's the 8 members of the same group that allegedly attacked the KMA Court. They are those currently at the Kumasi High Court. Thank you very much. Isaac Bediakon is our reporter in the Ashanti region. We'll now take you to the Volta region. The Land and Natural Resources Minister, Peter Mewe, is leading a delegation to Adina now over the impasse between residents and the officials of the Kensington mines. Now, residents of Adina Efficient community in the Keta South district of that region, they have vowed to wage a war against the Indian-owned salt mine Kensington until the company halts its salt mining operations. GHOne News' Ridwan Karim Dini reports, even though managers of the salt mine have started moves to broker peace with locals, the situation might get worse before it gets better.
It would be recalled that some weeks ago, angry Adina residents attacked staff of the Kensington salt mine, leading to the death of one of the irate youth, Achu Nkagba, even though 18-year-old Achu is believed to have been shot and killed by police officers deployed to Adina to quell the riot. The police is yet to accept responsibility.
If you had gone there to kill people, you would have killed more than one person. So it was collateral. And don't forget, I was telling you, he was there illegally. He was not supposed to be there. If you are by the Public Order Act, you want to go and do any demonstration, you inform the police. There was a gallant to that effect. And they were there destroying properties in course of trying to protect the properties. Something happened. So it was a collateral damage.
They have shot the guy in the front of me intentionally. So that one, we are so worried for that one already.
The situation has hit too close for comfort, and for the Nkagba family, every passing day adds to their pains. What you see behind me is the Indian-owned Kensington salt mine that residents of Adina protested about. We understand that this company is operating under a 50-year concession arrangement. But residents are saying enough is enough because their activities are having a serious toll on their livelihoods. They have vowed to kick them out of this community.
We don't need this salt factory because we are already, our parents used to get salt over there. And that salt, they get it, sell some and pay school fees for the children. We want the white man to stop this work from the town.
Problems between managers of the salt mine and locals date as far back as Kensington was operating in Nigeria and several African countries, but was attracted to Ghana because of the country's peaceful atmosphere and the enormous potentials for commercial salt production. But residents of Adina have been up in arms against the Indian-owned company, insisting their activities have been inimical to the development of the area. They claim access to potable water has become a very big challenge because the operations of the mine have dried up most of their water sources.
We use pure water to bath sometimes. Even one bag of pure water will not have a bathing bucket. You see, so if you were to be 3-4 in the house, or you have a family, 2 kids with your wife and your father, Where will you get the money to buy the water? Meanwhile, the fish is not coming.
The claims by the residents are also deeply rooted in superstition, as Kensington is again blamed for the absence of rain in the community.
Those who are working with him, they are saying that if the rain wants to fall, then he will set something like a thermometer, then he will divert the water into another town. That's where the rain is no more falling again.
I'm say the juju be at or the juju be yeah there and so no say or better no the light be I shining or when it's not so no and to and one thing any na say no na say person pam and koni chrome.
The company, which has secured a 7,000-hectare salt concession in the Kwajakopa and Adina Salt Enclave in the Volta region, also produces 200 metric tons of refined salt daily for both the local and foreign markets. Owing to the constant fracas by the locals, Kensington in 2016 ceded 600 meters of its concession to the people. However, the residents contend it is not good enough and that the company has checked its corporate social responsibility.
We are not happy at all. Formerly, where the salt industry was not here, we don't suffer this way. Now that the factory has come, they don't even employ the arena people, at least half of the people, or even third quarter self. We can count those who from Adina working there, even not reach more than 15.
But lawyer for Kensington Salt Mine, Cornelius Kofi Beniawacho, disagrees.
Employment is not available to everybody in a locality because a company has come to work there. And it is not true that the ecology is being affected by the operations of the company. I keep on reiterating that.
Would you say the company has lived up to its corporate social responsibilities over the years?
Yes, you see, the company must grow up to a certain level in order to start its beneficial ex gratia dole out to the citizenry. The company is still in its gestation period.
Apart from salt winning, the people of Adina are also predominantly fishermen. Tilapia from the Adina Lagoon complement fish catch from the sea. Or what locals term as the Adina mini harbour. We understand that prior to the coming of the Indian salt mine, this place was a hive of activity, but the lagoons have dried up and the tons of tilapia that they used to harvest are no more, and so when they come here they spend most parts of the day sleeping.
Sometimes we leave the sea. For sometimes we go to the lagoon to work there to get fish, to get our daily bread. So right now the lagoon is dry. We only depend on this.
Meanwhile, General Manager for Kensington, Babula God, and Project Manager Baskar have begun moves to initiate a dialogue through the traditional authorities at Pajakopa and Adina for an amicable resolution to the agitations. Redwan Karim Dini Osman, GHOne News, Adina, Volta region.
And so we understand the Minister of Lands and Natural Resources, John Peter Amewu, is on his way to the Ketu South District. We can have a quick conversation with him. Thank you very much for your time, sir. Tell us, what is taking you to Adina?
Well, the problem between the communities and the company have, brought into my office. We have a team to investigate the problem, the causes, and what actions need to be taken. The report has been submitted to me yesterday, and so this morning I'm on my way to Adina to interact with the companies and then the communities to find a lasting solution to this particular problem.
Are you able to? I wanted to know whether you're able to share with us the contents of that report, the team that investigated the matter on the ground.
Yes, of course. According to the report, there have been some fundamental causes of the confusion that is happening in the community. The first one has to do with lack of adequate water for the households, in their community. They perceive that the abstractions of the brine from the boreholes by the company for salt production has caused the depletion of water, within the walls of this community. And research has indicated that, of course, that can happen and it could be a fact. Another problem also due to the development of the 300-meter stretch of the land, each on the north and then the south of the lagoon by the FSL, which has been agreed between the companies and then the community, with the intention to support the local communities' salt production. Unfortunately, this thing has not been done, and so the company is forced. It's like a breach of contract. The local salt producers also be priced out of the current competitive environment because the production by the large-scale companies seems to be cheaper, and so the local producers who have caused the communities felt that they've been priced out of the market arrangement. The youth groupings, including the Anglo Youth Council, are also, of the view that, it is our natural resources. Our people have been engaging in these activities for ages. Why should we be, taken for granted by now and we cannot have access to our own natural resources? So the fundamental cause, of course, as I got it from the report, is the fact that the communities are no longer having access to potable water as a result of this, activities done by the salt mining company.
And
so these are some of the issues that were raised in the report.
And so, as you heard that today, I want to know briefly, what will be the line of talks?
Well, there are some ways to conclude based on the recommendations and to see the way forward. That is why I intend meeting the company, to find out from them what they have on table for the community. The terms of agreement they have agreed prior to the entry. Were they able to abide by those terms of the conditions of the contract? It is important because the communities need to have a say. So I'm going to engage both the community and the company to see how we can get a lasting solution to this particular problem.
We are grateful for your time with us. That's the Minister of Lands and Natural Resources, John Peter Amewu. You're watching Newsroom on GH1 TV. It's now time for business news.
For 2 months, building in this country is too difficult.
Don't worry, the National Investment Bank We Pay for Your Dream scheme can help you finance your building project.
Listen, NIB gave me cement, iron rods, roofing sheets, and other materials to finish my building.
NIB can also help you purchase your home appliances, your mobile phones, and your motorbikes.
You don't even need to have an NIB account to benefit from the NIB We Pay for Your Dream scheme. No.
Just visit any NIB branch with a valid national photo ID card. And the best part is, all purchased products are at no interest.
Call NIB now on 050-145-1050.
National Investment Bank. Your business is our business.
The Asantehene Otumfuo Oseiutu II has acquired 3 special customized 4-wheel vehicles manufactured by Kantanka Automobile. The King of Asante believes this will set an example for the need to purchase made in Ghana vehicles and support made in Ghana goods.
Taking delivery of one of the vehicles,
From the company under Apostle Kojo Safo of the Christo Asafo Mission of Ghana in Kumasi, the Asantehene advised government to promote the local industry. He said if it was possible, Ghana should avoid the importation of cars from outside the country. On the contrary, Ghanaians should promote and market the local Kantanka cars. He said the brand of vehicles manufactured by the Kantanka Automobile Company could compete favorable with any brand in the world. The Otumfo said the purchase of the vehicle is his way of encouraging the apostle and to rally Ghanaians and the government to patronize the product. The CEO of the Kantanka Group of Companies, Kwejo Safo Jr., disclosed the company has instituted measures to replace and repair the vehicle per international standards.
If we detect the fault and we know that it's not something that we can fix, or maybe the duration of the fixing is going to take time and it's going to worry you, the customer, we will assess it, we will analyze it. If the engineers give the go-ahead that we need to replace it for you or we need to recall it, it will be done.
He expressed the hope that Otumfo's endorsement would help promote the use of Kantanka vehicles.
Now, the president of Group Ideal, Nico Tejani, has stressed the need for government to prioritize education if it intends to accelerate development and enhance the country's growth potential.
Nico Tejani, who was speaking at the University of Cape Coast when workers of Ideal Group went in to donate some office equipment to enhance teaching and learning, said Ghana is losing its quality human resource base that is needed to transform its economy. He said there was the need for corporate Ghana to support in promoting quality education to ensure that students who graduate from the universities meet the needs of the job market. He assured the school authorities the group, which comprises of 13 subsidiaries, will collaborate with the authorities at the economics department by providing them with some basic logistics and other accessories needed to promote effective teaching and learning.
Our intention is to collaborate with the economics department to establish a school of economics. We are going to support the department with logistics and resources in it.
He was optimistic the support will enable the economics department train more students to help transform the economic fortunes of the country.
Not just to be a school of economics, but to be a school of economics of influence and impact on society. I'm looking forward for us to have a school of economics that can predict the economic fortune of this country in the next 20 years. And we can only do that if we have the logistics and we do research into our economic fundamentals.
The Vice Chancellor of the University of Cape Coast, Professor Joseph Ampia, expressed his gratitude to Group Ideal for its support to the department and added that the authorities will put the items to good use.
I'm very grateful to Group Ideal, and in particular to its president, for such a kind gesture to the university and to the Department of Economics. We will also play our part, and not only asking for more. In asking for more, you need to bring your plate. So we will have to find a plate to bring.
The group donated computers, printers and other accessories worth over 91,000 Ghana cedis to the Economics Department of UCC.
That's all for business news. We can now bring you some sports.
The president of the Ghana Football Association, Kwesi Nyantakyi, says he will not seek re-election into office when his current term ends in 2019. According to Nyantakyi, the decision not to seek re-election for a fourth term stems from his personal belief that the best time to leave is when the applause is still very loud. Nyantakyi, who has been re-elected to the Executive Committee of the Confederation of African Football and also the Council of World Football's governing body FIFA, believes by that time a successor would have also emerged to take over from him and continue from where he would be leaving off. He said he have no plans to entrench himself in the position as it is a privileged post. He said at a point he would have to leave and there is no better time to do so than when the applause is very loud.
However, after his departure from the GFA seat in 2019, Nyantakyi will still serve on the CAF Exco and FIFA Council, as both are for a 4-year term each, which will expire in 2021. In the UEFA Champions League, Real Madrid got an away win by beating Bayern Munich at the Allianz Arena. Arturo Vidal scored with one emphatic header before missing a clear chance for a second by blazing a controversial spot kick over the crossbar. Madrid got an equalizer 19 minutes into the second half through Ronaldo's first goal in the tournament since September 27. Ronaldo again netted his second 13 minutes from time to seal the win, earning him his 100th goal in European competition. Elsewhere in Spain, Leicester City kept Atletico Madrid within reach as they restricted the Spaniards to a single goal in their Champions League quarter-final first leg. Antoine Griezmann scored from a spot kick to end the game 1-0 in favor of Atletico.
And that's how we end Newsroom today. Let's recap our top stories. We took you to Old Fadama, where the Dagomba Youth Association cleared the air on the clashes that left 2 people dead. Chief Justice assigns 14 courts to deal with issues of galamsey in the country. The NDC chairman takes the MPP to the cleanest